Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for December 2nd of 2024 is titled NGC 300, a galaxy of stars. So what do we see here? Well, here we see a galaxy made up of stars, which may not sound that unusual because that is what galaxies are made up of. And in fact, the glow of light from a galaxy is generally from billions of unresolved stars, meaning that we can't see them as individual stars, but only as their combined light blurred together. Now, the interesting thing about NGC 300 is that it is close enough that we can actually see some of those stars in those blue clusters. So as you look around the spiral arms, you can see a number of blue clusters. Now we see that often in spiral galaxies because that is where the star formation occurs and where those hot, large blue stars are forming. But here in some of those we can actually see individual stars, things that we don't normally see within other galaxies. Now, these are not the stars that have the big diffraction patterns, that cross pattern going through them. Those stars are not part of this galaxy, but are stars within our galaxy that happen to be located in the same direction on the sky as the galaxy we are looking at. That would be NGC 300. So the other stars, the bright ones that look very large, that have cross patterns to them, are stars within our galaxy. But some of those blue clusters here we can actually see resolve into individual stars and not just a bluish glow, which is what we're used to seeing in other galaxies. Now, things like this and star formation in these blue stars are generally seen in what we call spiral galaxies. And we can see some spiral structure here as spiral arms swirl out from the center of the galaxy. Our galaxy is also a spiral galaxy that would look something like this to a distant observer. And those are the types of galaxies that have ongoing star formation and would form these hot, bright blue stars that could be seen over distances like this, which is about 6 million light years for this galaxy. Now, that can seem like a tremendous distance. It takes light 6 million years to travel from this galaxy to ours. But in terms of galaxies, that's really in our own backyard. That is a relatively close galaxy. So here we get to see in those we can actually start to make out some individual stars and study those stars even in very distant galaxies. And that is important as we look for these because we want to study these stars, as many of them will eventually become supernovae. They will explode at the end of their lives. And if we can study the stars prior to that, we can know a little something about that star before it actually explodes. Most supernovae, when we see them, we've never seen the star before. So we don't know what that star was like prior to the time that it exploded. So being able to study these, and should a supernova go off in a nearby galaxy like this at some point in the next thousands or tens of thousands of years, then we would at least have some information perhaps about what that star was like prior to that explosion. So that was our picture of the day for December 2nd of 2024. It was titled NGC 300, a galaxy of stars. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.